Well, hi guys. Today we're going to do something a little bit differently. We thought we would drive around and show you guys how people in Montana irrigate, but we wanted to show you guys how people irrigate big scale, because there's multiple different ways that people irrigate, and we just thought we'd take you along and show you how we do it. You can kind of see here in the background there's a little bit of snow still left up there in those mountains, and that's where the ranchers rely on to be able to irrigate their hayfields. So you can see how there's quite a bit of snow has gone, but we are in July, and that is a pretty decent snowbank up there, and there's a lake underneath, and different spots in the mountain have these lakes, and that's where the ranchers get their water coming down from the creeks, and then they create ditches to be able to put it into their fields. Hi, and welcome back to our channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Cece.
Kirk.
My husband Kirk. We homestead in the big beautiful state of Montana, and obviously today we are off the homestead talking about irrigating. He is a ranch hand, so we decided to jump in and follow him around today, and we're going to show you guys what we're up to.
So when you hear people talking about flood irrigating, this is what we're talking about. You have a ditch and a tarp that you put in the ditch, spill the water out of the ditch, and it runs across your field, and you move your tarp along the ditch, and that's what covers your field, your hay field. We're going to show you some different methods of irrigating, but this is just one of them, called flood irrigating. We'll try to show you some pivots and some wheel lines and hand line and stuff like that, but I'm just going to change this tarp real quick and just kind of show what it looks like. So normally you start on the ditch that's on the upper side of the field, right straight ahead. And you move your tarps up that ditch, and then what spills out and crosses your field, then you have another ditch that catches that water, and you set a tarp in that one. And so you just keep catching your water and spilling it out across your fields.
I think you guys can see how that is on a hill, so ditch irrigating or flood irrigating is pretty necessary when you're haying on a side of a hill because the gravity works with you. It's harder to do the other type of irrigating on hills.
So this is an example of a measuring box. So each landowner would have water rights. They're allowed to take a certain amount of water from the creek to use to irrigate with. This box, the water runs through this box, and then by using a formula you can calculate how much water you're taking, and that follows along with how much you're allowed to take as per your water rights. Just an example of a measuring box. So another type of irrigating that we're going to show you is wheel lines. In this particular situation, we can feed the wheel lines out of a gravity system coming from right up here in this ditch. Comes down, have a valve to turn it on right there, comes through a pipe, and just like that, down to the fields and to the wheel lines. We'll show you. Okay, so in the background you can see that's what a wheel line looks like. It's a pipe with sprinklers on it with wheels so that you can roll it across your field and turn it on, and it sprinkles a section, and then like every 12 hours then you move it again to a new set, turn it on again. I'll show you how this works. This is the main pipe coming out of the ditch where I first talked about. You have a handle that clamps onto a fitting onto the main pipe like that with a valve that you can turn on. And then you just simply have a hose like this that goes in, hooks up, the other end hooks to the wheel line, and then you crank this handle open, and that feeds water into the wheel line, and that's how you do it. And then you unhook it, roll the wheel line, hook it up again, turn it on. So that's what this handle is for. It just turns your water on and off. Okay, so here we are at the center of the wheel line. You can see we have an engine, and then we have a valve for forward and back. Then you have chains that are actually hooked to the pipe. And so when you want to go move it, you hit the lever one way or another, and the whole entire pipe turns, and then your wheels roll, and that's how you move it across the field. Just an example of how you get these things to move. That's how you do it. And these wheels are fairly large, and here's the pipe, and then this is what the sprinklers look like. They're just a regular sprinkler head coming out, one sprinkler in between each wheels, and it just rolls across your field. This is the main line that I showed you up there. You have a handle to turn it on. Hook up the hand line with a hook, and it runs this small pipe with sprinklers on each, one sprinkler on each pipe, and you just lay it out. That's called hand line. Okay.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed riding along with us for the day. He's huffing and puffing because he just walked back. Mainly why you don't see water running right now is a lot of ranchers are planning on cutting their hay this week. And so they turn off all the water and let the ground kind of dry out a little bit, let the hay dry out a little bit, and then they start cutting and baling. But this is a pretty normal part of Montana. If you want things to grow, you have to put water on it yourself. So thanks for coming along, and until next time, have a great one.